Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 13th to the 19th. This is for Aquarius, Sun, and Rising. Now, if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific with your reading. And I do this, Aquarius, because I love you and I want you to feel like it's a personal reading, as if we're here one-on-one, all right? Rather than a general spread. Lastly, astrology's been around for thousands of years, okay? It's had major influence on divination, especially tarot, which came out in the tarot century, in the 14th century. And so every card is actually has an astrological element or a ruling planet or, alignment. So we go really deep when the two are involved. And lastly, this is the lastly, both astrology and tarot are aligned with the tree of life. Now, listen, Aquarius, this is a big week. This is a week of love and money for you, okay? First things first. Happy birthday, Aquarius. I love you so much. This is the last week of your birthday season, so I hope you're having an excellent birthday. Secondly, congratulations, okay? Because Saturn has been in your sign for the past few years, since 2020, okay? And it is also, Saturn is moving into Pisces next month. So it could have been, the past 3 years could have been really you've really learned a lot, okay? Saturn is all about, the responsibilities that we need to learn in our life. It was in, your first house. So it's the planet of hard knocks, the planet of life lessons, and it's finally leaving. You can breathe. It's going into your second house. Now, this is really interesting, okay? The reason why I say this is a week for love and money is because I'm not sure if you're into Valentine's Day, but whether you are or not, it's February 14th is an amazing day for love. Now, not only is February 14th an amazing day for love, if you saw my monthly forecast for y'all, I said the big twist, the big kicker, February 15th is actually more like Valentine's Day. All right. That is a bigger day. All right. That's when Venus is conjuncting Neptune and they're both in Pisces. Okay. And so Venus is exalted in Pisces. So think about romance. Think about your passions. Think about even creativity. All right. So like a rocket ship. All right. It's a beautiful day. And so when you have those 2 days back to back, things are really, really good. We're kicking off this week with a lot of love, with a lot of passion. Now, we are having, at the end of the week, we do have, we're moving into Pisces season, all right? And we also have that very, very auspicious and powerful new moon in Pisces that brings new beginnings. All this energy in Pisces is in your second house, okay? Your second house of salary, of money, but also values, self-value, self-worth. So you'll be thinking about that. But remember, it's a really, really great new moon, and Venus in Pisces is great, so it should be a great week for you. I really, really love where you're at. Just think about where you were 3 years ago and where you are now. Be very proud of yourself, even from last year, because there were so many aspects that happened last year that could have been a little challenging. Look how far you've come. All right, so be very proud of yourself, Aquarius. Be very proud of yourself. And there's a lot of newness that's coming in, okay? Especially because the full moon and the moon and Mars in Gemini, all right, is your fifth house of love, of creativity, of self-expression, all right? And we know that you had that full moon in Leo that happened to be in your seventh house of partnerships, okay? And so love and money is a big theme this week. So let's go ahead. Let's get started, Aquarius. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of February 13th to the 19th. It is really early here, and I'm still waiting for the heat to kick in. It is 9 degrees here in Brooklyn. All right, so let's go ahead and get started with you for February 13th to the 19th. Again, for Aquarius, Sun, and Rising. And I hope you are reading your Rising sign. It is so important. I do private readings, and for the my private readings, I do their birth chart. It helps give a really good picture, right? In terms of who you are, why you are the way you are, and what you may, have to expect in your life. Now, we only read the birth charts. It starts from the rising, so your rising sign is really important. And I did explain this to a client last night. First, she had never had a birth chart done, and I was telling her, listen, the reason why people don't really know their rising sign is because when horoscopes came out, they were in newspapers, okay? When it went to the public, okay? And so you have only so much space you can do, right? So these horoscopes, even if you read horoscopes in newspapers, or there's such a small section, all right? So you can't there wasn't enough room to do rising signs, but it really is the other half of you. So if something doesn't resonate with you when you're reading your Aquarius reading, like if you're reading a horoscope or whatever, it's because everything that's happening in your life could be happening in your rising. So it's so important to read your rising. You will need to know the time you were born to get your rising sign. And you can do that. There's so much now, with the internet, and, we live in a time of instant gratification. You can easily just go to any of those, just Google birth chart and put in the time you were born, and, the place you were born, and it will bring up your rising sign, your ascendant. And it's so important to read your rising. Now, let's go ahead and get started. Aquarius, you'll see my dog has joined me here because she is cold. And so I did bring the heater close for us. Aquarius, listen. Wow. Wow. Okay, so when I say this is a week of love and money, this is a week of love and money. You got the Queen of Wands, all right? So, listen, we love the Queen of Wands, all right? I always say, think of like Nicole Kidman, think of, Charlize Theron, any of them, these celebrities, Rihanna, they can walk into a room, they can get whatever they want, all right? Queen of Wands. She has this uncanny ability to attract whatever she wants, okay? She's very popular. She's very charismatic. She's amazing. You see the sunflower here. It really just is, it really is, it has all the powers of the sun, all right? So a lot of optimism, a lot of, just growth, and promising future. It's, think about the sun, but I won't even get too much into that. But this is a amazing card that you got in your past. It seems like there has been some things that you've wanted that have been coming through, okay? And that's really good because, thinking about your last readings, there have been moments of, I want to start this, or this is coming through, or this is something that I want to manifest. So I'm really happy about that. And, there could have been someone that actually helped that come through as well, is another possibility. But look, you got the Nine of Wands in the heart of your spread. This little guy has been coming up a lot, okay? And I think he's been coming up a lot in your readings too. Now, this is kind of like, with it being in the heart of your spread, it's like the theme of the week, all right? Now, you can see the little soldier boy here. He has gauze on his head. He's been through it, all right? He's also like on the lookout, right? Like a security guard. But he's definitely gone through some sort of battle, and he's beaten up and wounded. But this is a card of resilience, all right? He is saying, I've gone through it. I've gone through, life has thrown me all these lemons, and I've gone through, all these battles and challenges, but is that all you've got? Bring it on. I can take more. This is, when I say it's a card of resilience, it's a card of resilience. A lot of protecting of, the things that you've worked for too. You can see him actually standing in front of the wands, protecting the wands. So this is a great card, okay? It's showing that you are resilient if you have been going through a lot, all right? And some Aquarians have been going through a lot. There, remember I said, even with just Saturn in your sign, okay? There's been a lot of, and then all those retrogrades that were happening. And so this is really great, and I'm so happy for you, and I'm really glad that this has been, it's showing up in the heart of your spread, because it's showing your resilience, and you're just so over the BS, and you're just like, let's just get through it. All right. Now, you did get the Emperor, but you got the Emperor in your challenge area. All right. So there's two messages here. All right. One is that I would love for you to open up a little bit more. All right. I would love for you to, if there are things that you are thinking about, all right, Aquarius, you're an air sign. It's you think a lot. You're very creative. Okay. You're very creative. You're very inventive. You're very future forward. You are the, the Thomas Edisons of the, zodiac. You are the Mozarts of the zodiac. I mean, you're definitely Ed Sheeran. I'm thinking of all these Aquarians, Justin Timberlake. But listen, there's a sense of I would love for you to open up, because there could be you thinking of things that you want, but not really putting the heart into it. Okay. So really, really open up your heart. And another reason is because Mars is in Gemini. Okay. Mars, the planet of action, is in Gemini, which is your fifth house. All right. And that is love. That is creativity. That is self-expression. All right. Even procreation, if you're thinking about that, right? Having babies. But that's just one big message that came through, is just open up. Okay. I think you will. I think you will. All right. Secondly, is that you could feel that you could feel a little powerless right now. All right. Even though you are resilient, you could be feeling like, okay, this has just gone on too long. And I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna step off my throne and I'm just gonna go to bed. You know what I mean? Like, so hang in there, have that resilience, okay? Have that resilience. There could be someone in your life too that could just be like super just too much, right? Too much. And it could be someone who is not really, who's kind of like an obstacle in terms of you pursuing your passion. So let's, have some moments where we can figure out, because you are cerebral, right? So figuring out, having that creativity to figure things out in terms of moving forward. And it really is just all about communicating too. Remember, Aquarius, Mercury is in your sun right now. You have all that power, all right, to think, all right? But thinking outside the box, being creative. When I say creative too, a lot of people just immediately, when I say creativity, they associate it immediately with the arts that, they think about, paintings or books or movies. But think of it as like being creative to find the right solutions, right? To things. Being creative, even like, if to finding your way toward this path that you want, right? There's just thinking, that's who you are, thinking outside the box, right? You march to your own drum beat. All right. Now listen, you did get the Hanged Man in your crown. You are looking for this new perspective, okay? You are looking for a new way of doing things. You are looking for a new way to see everything in a new perspective, in a new, even your physical reality, all right? How can I do this differently, all right? Now you can see that the Hangman shows up in a lot of religious texts, by the way. We're all familiar with the Hangman, okay? Now, he put himself here. You can see he's got a halo around his head, smile on his face, all right? And it's because the ways of the past were not just, not only possibly not working the same way they used to, or he was hitting roadblocks or dead ends, but also this is very dramatic to look at things in a different way. And that is, again, very Aquarius, to just think outside the box and do things in a way that, again, marching to your own drumbeat. But this will bring that new perspective, that new fresh perspective, and just having an idea of, this, you have this very spiritual connotations to it, but for you personally, all right, spiritually, but not only spiritually, but emotionally, mentally, right? Looking ahead in the way that you need to. Now, ooh, you did get the Seven of Pentacles, all right? And so, again, this is showing that you've worked really hard. You've got the Seven of Pentacles in the root of your spread. You've got the Nine of Wands, all right? That protective energy for all of your passions, right? And your goals. And, the ones are career related as well, okay? When I said work, okay? This is all about, ooh, Seven, all right. Let's think about the tree of life, okay? And then seven, it's just desire, right? Ruled by Venus. But listen, you've worked hard to get to where you're at, okay? And so think about what you've invested in, all right? And it can be work, and it can be relationships, it can be home, it can be family, all right? And so this is also, he's taking a little break, all right? Looking at what he's raked in, all right? And so having that moment will really give you some clarity in terms of where do I go next, okay? Some of y'all may be in a situation where you're like, all right, I've worked really hard. I'm at this point. What's my next step? Is this going to work? Should I stay on the same path? Listen, I love this. This is all about money and wealth, all right? Pentacles, right? But it's also your physical reality. So what I want you to do, because you got the Hanged Man in your crown and the Seven of Pentacles in the root of your spread. Remember, it's good to know how much you've worked and you've earned all of it, but it's time to look forward, okay? So you know think about that. Think about what you need moving forward, okay? Think about, am I on the right path? Do I need to be on a new path? If I'm on the right path, is it time to elevate, ascend, ask for a raise, ask for a promotion? Do I bring someone else in to help me with this passion that I need? Is this think being future forward, like the Hanged Man and like the Aquarius that you are now. Let's see what you got in your future. I feel like you've gotten this a lot. I feel like you've gotten, there's been a lot of themes of relationships and partnerships that were happening, especially around that, again, that full moon in Leo, really, really strong energy. You got the Two of Cups. Now, this is the card of, you hear that? The church bells are ringing. That is amazing. I love that because this is the card of love transcending time and space itself. This is the card, in layman's terms, the soulmate card. All right, the twin flame. All right, this is two becoming one. This is in your future. All right, so that partnership energy, you're moving toward it. All right, whether it's a relationship romantically, whether it's career related, whether it's starting something new with a new partner. This is very auspicious, and this is the biggest like love with relationships, okay? Again, work and romance, all right? So this is really great because you are moving forward. This resilience is helping you, okay? So hang in there, and that new perspective will come, and the choice that you have to make on about where you're at now, it feels more effortless. And again, great to know that how much hard you've worked. And again, from the beginning of the reading, I've said, like, think about where you are now, think about where you were a little last year. I'm going to talk about this more in March, when Saturn actually is leaving your sign and is going into Pisces, which is going to be about your salary and money and work and all that. So this is kind of just leading up to that, because Venus is, no, I'm sorry, we do have that new moon in Pisces, which I'm going to talk more about next week, all right? But that is in your second house of salary, so we're going to see a lot of activity there. So a lot of y'all may be getting new jobs, or maybe, getting promoted, or maybe there could be something, starting a side hustle. There could be something with money there, all right? Now, let's get to your staff. Aquarius, if you like this reading, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I love all that. It really does help the algorithm for the YouTube. And if you are a subscriber, I love you. Thanks so much for being here. I love your emojis. I love them. If y'all aren't commenters, I love emojis. If it really does make my day. Now, I'm about to make your day. This is a transformational week. You got the Queen of Cups. So I love that you got the Queen of Cups. I mean, talk about really psychic energy, okay? She's very psychic. She's very intuitive. She leads with her heart. So much love. I call her the Princess Diana of Tarot, someone who's just very nurturing, okay? But a bigger message here, especially for you. It's the first card that came up in your stuff. There's a sense of, I want you to have some more self-love, okay? Remember from the beginning, I said open yourself up, all right? I want you to open yourself up. That's going to help bring a lot of things in. Don't close yourself off. But also now with the Queen of Cups showing up, it's really affirmation. Like give yourself some self-love because, you want to be that person that is, if you are a mother, if you are someone who, is, the ringleader of your squad, there's so much, I mean, you have that nurturing energy, okay? And that's what you really want you still want to hold on to that. And as Aquarius has, they're known to have so many friends, right? There's so many friends. Everyone loves the Aquarius, right? But Aquarius, they're the independent, they're very independent. They're the rebels or whatnot. And so they're known to keep people at arm's length, right? They only let certain few people into their inner circle. So this week, I just want you to open up that circle a little bit, all right? It's going to be helpful. Now, you did get the Death card. And you're at an area of external influences. It looks like there is change coming, big change coming. All right. Huge, actually. I'll go there. Huge, because death is a transformational process. It is a huge transformational process. It's leaving one chapter of your life, entering another chapter. You can see the dead king. You can see the common people. Death happens to everybody, okay? Now, this is not literal death. Think of it as a point in time, all right? And you can see the sun coming out in the horizon. And, it's very promising. You're moving into a better place, all right? This is really great, especially with this partnership energy in your future. So it looks like there is going to be quite possibly some, new relationships being, birthed, all right? I really love this for you. You can see the white horse. You can see the white flag. This is a lot of purity. You can see this, armored skeleton. So you're fully protected moving into this next chapter, but also this skeleton. Why is it a skeleton? Because listen, out of our bodies, what endures the longest? Bingo, Aquarius. You're amazing. You're so smart. Skeleton, our bones. So this has the potential for a really long shelf life. The bones endure the longest. Hello, you got the Nine of Cups, the Get a Wish card, the genie in a bottle. All right, so it looks like right now all you want is this one thing that you want to come true. You want to be emotionally fulfilled. All right, to the point where you're just so proud of yourself, so proud of getting this moment. Listen, here's you can see the cups arranged over his head, which is a lot of enlightenment. But look at him. It's almost as if he's showing off the cups like they're trophies, okay? And that's something that I want for you, and it's something you want for yourself. You want to just be proud of everything that you've gone through. And you've definitely been, there's something that you've been working on. A lot of Aquarians, okay? Whether it's career, whether it's a project, whether it's, a book, whether it's, music, whether it's a relationship, okay? Even with the Two of Cups in your future, that if you are in a relationship, it could be just transcending, taking it to the next level, right? Getting engaged, getting proposed, moving in together, even if in career, that promotion, that new job title, just elevation, ascension. That is a big theme for you. Now, final outcome, you got the Page of Swords. I love this for you, all right? This is amazing. The Page of Swords is, you will be getting a message soon, all right? This is your final outcome. Pages are messengers. They're also still in the royal court, okay? And so they have that, they bring in that new energy, all right? So this is new beginnings as well. They're really, and swords are the mental suit. Again, this is someone who is just very enthusiastic, very eager to just get going. And it looks like something new is coming in because he's very spongy too, right? Absorbing all of that, everything that's coming through. And in a way, there's going to be something that is so great that it's almost like, have that defensive energy, like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna let anyone take this away from me, right? And so I love that and you saw that, right? You saw that clarified. You got the Wheel of Fortune. Didn't you get the Wheel of Fortune? Oh, gosh, come on, Aquarius. This is huge. This is huge. This is really big. This is really big. It's going to be a life-changing week. I do believe you did get the Wheel of Fortune last time, right? This is the card of good luck. This is the card of, not only good luck, this is divine intervention, and this is one of the most game-changing cards. Okay, this is like hitting jackpot. All right, this is, you can see the 4 fixed signs in the corners of the universe here. All right, and you're a fixed sign, Aquarius, so this is bringing that stability for this new partnership, this new relationship, this new income stream, this new, job, career, whatever your passion, something new. You have a lot of luck. You have a lot of stability with it. Okay, this is luck. You can see the word, and here I'm going to point something out. Other than, you can see the word tarot, right, within the wheel. Okay, but flip it backwards. You see Torah, right? The book of wisdom, the law, right? But then also spin it the other way. You see rota, and that in Latin is wheel. And so when I say this is the card of luck, that's not a coincidence that, all 3 words, you go, you can go in a circle like a cycle, and it's all meaning something. So this card is also ruled by Jupiter. Things got really dark. This card is also ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter is a planet of good fortune, good, prosperity, good luck, all of that goodness. So you are really good. All right, I'm sorry, it got really dark. I don't know what happened. Maybe it's that time of day, or maybe because I put that card up really close. But anyway, at least you can see my dog highlight. So let me just do that. So Aquarius, this week, wow, you have a great week. I mean, you have an amazing week and a game-changing week. You have, the 2 of Cups in your future. You have the Death card in your external factors area. So, and then in the final outcome, the Page of Swords and the Wheel of Fortune. So your resilience is actually what's helping. You're just hanging in there. All right, you're hanging in there, and you're not letting anyone take anything away from you. All right, you're protecting all your passions, everything that you've worked for. And then again, with the Page of Swords, there's almost like that defensive energy of this new thing coming in. All right, this new message, but expect big changes. All right, expect big changes. This is one of your biggest readings. I would even say this is one of your best readings. This is one of your best readings. I mean, this is going to be a big week. All right. So, Aquarius, thanks so much for tuning in. I do not know what happened to the lights, but thanks so much for tuning in. Again, if you are new to my channel, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. If you're a subscriber, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Next week is a really big week. All that energy, the new moon in Pisces is huge for you. All right. And it's going to be big. All right. Thanks so much. I will see you next week. Bye-bye.